Wow. Sometimes if I think too much about it, it'll, you know, doesn't really work out. Talking about the title of this live stream, I made a large mistake. Now, I was going to title this something along those lines, but even crazier, like, oh my God, how could I have? What was I thinking? Disastrous mistake that I've made. How will I ever be able to undo this? But I think doing that would probably be going a little too far. Now, the crazy thing about it is I titled this, I've made a large mistake, and this relates to, geez, Louise, so much that I could share with you guys today, and I probably will, actually. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shout out to y'all. It's Wednesday. We're live. It's telling me that we are, and I just had to do a couple of things. So, yeah, how you guys doing today? We're live streaming almost every single day here because I like to do that. I think that it's fun. I think it's neat. Gangster word right there. And man, I'm able to get, a lot done doing the live streams. Matter of fact, it came to me this morning as I was doing my run. I said, what am I doing with myself? What am I doing? I said, I was able to do the live stream that I did yesterday, and I was able to get a lot from that. Got a video from it for both channels, Joe Does Stuff and After Prison Show. And I got a couple of shorts out of it. When I'm filming shorts, that is the biggest pain in the ass in the world. I literally got to use another camera, okay? Get that money like that on a tripod. Then I got to have the microphone right next to it like this. Then I got to have my phone right here so that, whatever I'm reacting to or what. And I'm like, man, forget all of that. Hey, that's too much work. And then when I edit it, I got to edit the damn a 60-second video in two different editing softwares. Literally, I use Vegas, which is my main editing software, but then I throw it in CapCuts to remove the background because Vegas does not do that without a green screen, and then to add the auto captions. But anyways, crazy shit. Neither here nor there, folks. I made an extremely large mistake. Thank you for joining me, and we're going to get right up into it. Hey, shout out to Steve. What's going on? Thank you for becoming a channel member and for gifting that channel membership to 5 other people as well. To all the channel members up in here, a very special shout out to you guys. Dale, you was number 1 up in here, brother. Appreciate it. Flower Girl, Freda, Evo, what's going on with you? The Watched, don't kick me out. I'll try not to. Mind your P's and Q's up in here. You've got nothing to worry about. I've never really seen you up to anything to need to be kicked out for. But anyways, K-Rock, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Sketchy Sav, what's going on? Hello. Hello to everybody up in here. All right. Hey, look, let me go ahead and get into the first part of this large mistake that I've made. And folks, I've got a lot to share with you on this live stream. It's going to be good. Folks, I made a mistake. I titled this that already. What is it, Joe? What did you do so wrong? Man, hey, look, I messed up. Yesterday's live stream about the Wade Wilson situation, I titled that thing a little out there, right? Talking about the fact that Wade Wilson needs our help. Man, I was getting 8 in the comments of that video talking about, Joe, how dare you? Like, what are you doing? I'm unsubscribing right now, Joe. We can't help a guy that killed 2. Hey, look, it was a joke. For reals. But some people didn't make it to the joke. We started yesterday's live stream, me talking about houses. So, people just saw that title. And man, they might not have made it too much further than that. We lost a substantial amount of subscribers yesterday based off of that live stream that we did. And I'm sorry. Okay. 4 years ago, I experimented with ASMR. The very first ASMR video I ever did was a 40-minute video of me saying I'm sorry. Do I need to do that again? Oh, God. So realistically, if you're here, and unfortunately, the people that I really need to apologize to, they're not even here because they unsubscribed. Yo, I was just kidding. about saying that Wade Wilson needed our help. And then, add insult to injury, my dumbass, it takes half the stream that we do yesterday before I even realize that the damn phone call that I'm making a joke about is 5 years old. I thought that shit was brand new. So, sadly enough, I made a mistake. And, that was a big old whoopsie daisy. Forgive me. Hey, look, sometimes I try to be funny. Sometimes my funny is not well received, especially in a situation as serious as that guy and everything going on with him. But whatever, it's water under the bridge. So, folks, a lot of other shit to share with you guys. And we're just going to go right into it. It's going to be like a 1-2 combo up in this joint, man. So, I have a bit of breaking news. Evo says that was hilarious, though. It was funny. Again, my humor is oftentimes lost on people. Relock, what's going on with you, brother? Appreciate you being up in here. Danny Temple, man, you've been rocking with me for 7 years. I've been seeing you up in here, man. Appreciate it. Henry says, try making another channel that's Joe, the real person. So I do have that. That's Joe Does Stuff. If you aren't familiar with it, go check out that YouTube channel. I've gotten back active there as well. That's mostly just, anything outside of the prison aspect. And the crazy thing is, I've been thinking about doing the live streaming over there as well, especially because there's things that I like to do on the live streams that aren't, prison related, but whatever, man. We'll figure it out as we go. Steve, what's going on? Appreciate that right there, brother. It's 2024. Jokes are not allowed anymore. I get it, man. I get it. Big Money, what's going on with you? All right, folks, I need to go ahead and share with you some other breaking news. This just happened this morning. If you don't follow Joe Does Stuff, you really don't even know how bad my life is in shambles right now. And the video that I just filmed today about the licks that just keep on coming. Matter of fact, folks, we've got a donation goal. I need to go ahead and put that up here right now. Hey, look, I said put that up here, Steve. Go ahead and put that up. Put that up there right now. Help for APS right there, folks. And my God, do we need it. Now, I know I'm going to be referred to as an e-beggar and a bum and all of that good. But just consider it a tip jar, for God's sakes. There's women on Chatterbait doing worse things for fun. So, hey, at least I'm trying to entertain you. And oftentimes, my life being in shambles, dealing with the drama, tends to entertain people for whatever reason. But folks, hear me out on this shit here. So I've been having a lot of problems with the city that I live in and me parking my truck. My tags are expired on my truck. And I can't get my tags renewed on my truck because I owe the city that I live in a lot of money for having my truck, as a matter of fact. Craziest damn thing. So I live in the slums. Unfortunately, that's what it is. The city that I live in is pretty desolate in comparison to other cities that surround us. We have the highest personal property tax of any city. So that means that if I have a truck or a car, I got to pay the city tax for having that vehicle in their city. In the city that I live in, that is 7% per year to have that vehicle. To put that into perspective, if you've got a newer model car, you're looking at like about $1,000 plus, maybe about $1,200 to $1,500 a year to have your vehicle there. And that's oftentimes a pretty hefty bill to receive. Now, to be honest, I haven't paid it for a couple of years, right? Because I'm just like, look, forget the city, okay? They're the last person that I care about, to be honest. I don't have it to be just throwing away this damn money, which I feel like I'm doing. So long story short, after you don't pay that for a little while, that shit adds up pretty bad. So to let you know how bad Joe's down, I go to the city today because I need to set up a payment plan, all right? I'm behind, I'm delinquent. It's almost like child support, kind of. Except they can't lock you up for it, and they can't take your vehicle for it. It's not like real estate it's not like tax on your house. It's the craziest thing. Because if you don't pay the tax on your house, they can come take it. You don't pay your personal property tax for a car or a boat or a trailer or any kind of thing like that. The only thing that they can do to you is give you parking tickets, which I've been receiving as of late, and also you can't renew your tags. So that brings me to the current situation that I'm in right now. I've got bad tags on my truck, and for the last 2 weeks, the police, they've been messing with me. So it started like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, when I noticed that the parking authority, I don't even know if this is a real cop or not, was out in front of my house. I thought I was getting swatted, but it wasn't a real. Could you imagine getting swatted by the parking authority? There's a video right there. I got swatted, but it's not what you think. It's something totally different. So anyways, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, whatever it was, I look out my door. There's an unmarked police car sitting in front of my house. I'm like, oh shit, it's going down. I'm on Wes Watson status now. I'm an A-list celebrity. I'm getting swatted in my $90,000 a month Miami mansion. No salt and no shade being thrown at old Wes Watson, but I did see that he got swatted a while back in that $90,000 a month mansion down in Miami. Jesus Christ, that guy started with prison YouTube, right? But that was just a fleeting thought in comparison to the grand scheme of things. Good on him, man. I look out my window, unmarked police cars out there. I don't know what this shit is, right? I'm like, damn, man, what's going on? But then I see that they're parked right next to my top painter's vehicle, because he parks at my house, takes the van, goes off for the day to the work that we have. So I know that his car, they're definitely going to mess with it, because I've been having problems with neighbors and they're bitching about where we're parking the cars at. So I see the person get out of the car. It's a cop. It looks like a cop. It probably is a cop, but they're just on parking patrol. And they're going to my truck. And I'm like, oh shit, man. Like, I thought you was messing with my buddy's car. I was just about to like go to bat for him. But nah, they was going to my truck. So of course, I tell these public servants, I'm like, yo, ain't you got something better to be doing? I mean, this is my house. My truck is parked right here. They're writing me a parking ticket. They're writing all over my window with this marker that does not come off. You've got to take a razor knife to get this shit off your windshield. Talking about they're going to tow my vehicle. They give me a parking ticket because my tags are expired. We have a little bit of a back and forth. I'm not being disrespectful, but I am aggravated that they're out here messing with my shit. So that was the first day. $25 parking ticket. A couple of days later, I'm doing the Bobo. I'm doing this right here. I get done with this. I go out to my truck. I got another parking ticket, and they done wrote on my truck again. So that's 2 parking tickets I got. So that was last week sometime. And that was last week sometime. Well, yesterday, I'm doing the live stream. I get done with it. I go out, man, I got another damn ticket. They done wrote on my car again, my truck again. And I'm like, I got 3 parking tickets in 10 days in front of my house. So I'm like, damn it. I got to go get this situation corrected. I got to go do the right thing, man. So I go down to the city this morning because an awesome supporter of After Prison Show and Joe Does Stuff hit me up on the Discord and was like, yo, Joe, I looked it up for you. You can set up a payment plan. Now, what they sent me, because they sent me a screenshot of this, was not for my city, but it was for a neighboring city. It was for Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach is the best city in this area. That's where everybody wants to live at. I live in the second worst city in this area. There's only one city that's below the city that I live in, but to be honest with you, they're both neck and neck for murder capital of the state. So I'm like, okay, well, cool. If it works for Virginia Beach, it's got to work for the city that I live in. The watch says I'm a New York State vehicle inspector. You're not going to like this. I'm telling you right now. So I go to the city this morning. Oh, man, I got to tell you the craziest part. I had some karma this morning. Yo, I had some karma this morning. This is how I knew that today was going to be a good day. Hey, if you enjoy me, right, and you enjoy After Prison Show and you're looking for just a little bit more, I'm not on OnlyFans just yet. However, I've been thinking about it quite a bit. But I am over on Joe Does Stuff. You definitely want to check out that channel for more. There's a lot that I do over there that I don't do here. But I'm on my way to the city this morning to go set up a payment plan. Feeling like I'm taking responsibility for my life, for my actions, for being delinquent on this personal property tax. I'm going to get this shit right. But all of a sudden, as I'm going, there's a car in front of me that stops dead in the middle of the road. Then they're backing up, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then they kind of like move over, and then they just go. And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Da-da-da-da. But then I see what it was. There was something in the middle of the road right there. And before you go on a tangent about Joe's road rage, because, yeah, I was mad. I didn't know what this car was doing. Get out of my way. I got bills to pay, literally. Before I can even go any further with that, I see something in the road, and I'm like, yo, what is that? What is that? Oh, shit. It's a little animal. So I throw the truck in park. Illegal as bitch, right in the middle of the road. You would have thought I parked in a handicap spot, man. I didn't care. There was another car coming up behind me. But there was an animal in the road, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a squirrel at first, like a baby squirrel. So I jump out the truck, and I noticed that it was a baby rabbit, ironic enough. So as soon as I get to it, I don't want to touch it because you can't touch wildlife with your bare hands or the mama thing won't never mess with it again, right? I used to watch, Discovery Channel. So as soon as I see that it's a baby rabbit and it's just sitting there shivering, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So then this other car pulls up right beside me. They got around my truck. They pull up right beside me. And dude sees that it's a baby rabbit. And the first thing he says to me, he's like, is it injured? Do we got to put it down? Dude, we're ready to kill this damn thing. I was like, yo, it's good. It's good. It's not injured. It's just scared. I can't touch it, though. Because if I touch it, it's humanized. Yo, I'm telling you, man, my life is like a fucking, like the movie Titanic, except times 2. Just wild shit be happening to me all the time. Country Boy Tattoo says, Joe, you remember that time you ran over the turtle with the zero turn and exploded his shell? Yes, I do. That was a traumatic experience for me. But this time was different, okay? So the dude's like, yo, I got a pair of gloves in the car. He gives me the gloves. I pick up the rabbit, the little baby rabbit with the gloves on, and I'm trying to like scoot it to the side of the road because I don't want it to get hit by a car. So I scoot it to the side of the road. It's so small it can't even jump over the curb, and it's scared and it's shivering, and I'm just like, at this point I'm in straight SEAL Team 6 hero mode. It's basically the way that I live my life every day, just looking for an opportunity to play hero. Here I go with the frickin' the humor shit. Joe is a piece of shit. They're going in. Don't take it so literally. Don't take it so literally, right? Sometimes I'm just trying to crack jokes every chance I get. I finally get the rabbit over the curb. There's a sidewalk. I'm still scooting it. The dude's saying something to me, but I'm over on the sidewalk now and I can't understand what he's saying. I'm thinking that he's telling me, push the rabbit a little bit further up into the bushes. That's exactly what I thought that he was saying to me. But then I realized he's like, no, look at the bushes. And I look at the bushes and the mama rabbit was standing right there in front of me. We're talking about 10 feet away from me. There's the mama rabbit right there. And here I come with its little sapling. I don't know what you call a baby rabbit. A sapling's a tree. You know what I mean? And so I'm still pushing the rabbit. And then finally the little baby rabbit, it runs off straight past the mama rabbit into the bushes. And I was like, damn, man. Whew, not all heroes wear capes is, how I was feeling right there. The mama rabbit didn't even move, did not budge. You would imagine that, a rabbit, unless that rabbit was humanized as well. That's a word. I got 400 people in here listening to me talk about saving animals. But this is how my day started this morning. You know, every day is an adventure for me. So anyways, the mama rabbit didn't even move. Watched the baby rabbit run through the bushes. Joe was wearing the gloves, so, you know, hopefully the mama rabbit would still accept the baby rabbit. Man, I walked back to the car, gave dude his gloves back. We dapped it up, pounded it up. We took a prison pick right there in front of his electric car. And I was like, yo, I know my day is about to go good right now. Me and this dude together, two strangers came together like the end of days and did some good shit. The other car that was in front of me, didn't do shit. Remember, that car just took off. Fuck that rabbit's what they said. But not Joe. You see, that just shows you right there where I come from. So anyways, I tell y'all all this to let you know that I just knew, because that's how my day started, saving the life of a baby rabbit, that when I went down to the city, I could do no wrong and shit was going to work out, and this whole situation was going to be behind me, involving the fact that I'm delinquent on personal property tax. I'm getting parking tickets every single day in front of my house. In the last 10 days, I've received 3 of them. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You know, I know I'm a hero. I'm kidding. I appreciate you guys loving the rabbit story, man. So I get down to the city. I go in there, I park the truck illegally. I mean, fuck it at this point, right? There's a meter right there. I'm not paying them shit. I owe the city $4,000 as far as I know. I'm just trying to set up a payment plan. But, you know, we did a good deed. I'm not thinking about the fact that I'm not putting a quarter in the meter. Who's even got a quarter these days? Walk across the street, go up into the city, and I get to the window to start talking to the treasurer. It's a lady working there, and I said, "Hey, look, I'm here to set up a payment plan for some delinquent personal property tax that I owe." She asked me for my social security number. She pulls up my information. She starts printing off the paperwork. It's 10 pages, and she says, "Sir, you can't set up a payment plan." And I said, what did I say? She said, "Sir, you can't set up a payment plan, but you can make a payment right now here today." And I said, "Well, isn't that a payment plan?" I said, "Because you see, the only thing that I'm trying to do is set up this payment plan because I can't park in front of my own home that I own and I pay a mortgage on because the city keeps coming giving me tickets. You see how this is a screwed up situation in front of my house. So I do need to set up this payment plan for these personal property tax." She says, "Sir, you can't set up a payment plan, but you can make a payment today." So we're having some kind of a divide right here. Like, my words are not getting through this bulletproof glass and, you know, reaching her. I said, "Well, okay, let's start over. How much do I even owe?" She says, "You owe $5,494.33. You need to pay that in full today." I said, "Bitch, you done lost your mind." I said, straight up, you done lost your mind. How much I owe? $5,496.33. You think I'm going to pay that in full today? I said, yeah, I'm going to be right back. I said, "I can't pay that." She says, "Yeah, I see that, sir. You haven't paid your personal property tax in like 3 years." And, you know, of course, she's right. I don't care, right? I've told the whole story about how the personal property tax don't even matter and all we're doing is lining city official pockets with that money. I'm like, yo, yeah, I know. I couldn't afford to pay it. Okay, I just couldn't afford it. I had other bills that were more pressing, whatever. I said, "I just need to set up a payment plan so that we can get my car right so that I can stop receiving these tickets." She was like, "Sir, you can't set up a payment plan. You owe $5,496.33. We need that today." I said, "Listen, obviously there's some kind of a failure to register here." I said, "Can I talk to somebody else? Do you have a boss? Like, I need to talk to the treasurer." So they go get me the deputy treasurer. And as soon as this person comes up to the window, they're like, "Come here." I go up there, and before I can even say one word, they said, yo, you can't set up no payment plan. We don't do the payment plans. And I'm like, bitch, you mean? Bitch, what the fuck you mean you don't do no payment plans? This lady just told me I owe $5,496.33 every day in front of my house. I'm getting a parking ticket. She said, well, you need to go talk to the city. I'm like, where am I at? Where am I at? Because now I'm getting mad. And, long story short, it took me a lot to not fly off the handle. I did a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I told that lady I ain't never about to pay you shit. Get it from the rough. And that's basically what the city told me today. They said, get it from the rough. Can't set up a payment plan. Son of a bitch. So I asked her, I said, well, what would you do if you were me? She was like, I ain't you. I'd have paid my taxes. I said, bitch, that was a good one right there. That was good. That was good. You frying me too. Shit. Freda says, can you put it on a credit card? That's what I want to do. I probably could, right? I have a little bit of room on my credit card, but that's the last thing that I want to do. Like, the credit card's like the last line of defense, okay? I ain't got shit much more. This was a blow that I couldn't afford. So, again, keep in mind, every day that I'm doing the live stream, I get a parking ticket in front of my house. My truck's not in front of my house right now. It's evading the police currently. Because I know damn well this is the time that they come. They come between 1 and 3. And you know what the thing that really grinds my gears is? Is that, when my truck's not parked out there, there's somebody else who's parked in front of my house. I can't even park in front of my own damn house because of all this crazy shit. And all of this crazy shit is brought on and sponsored by my dumbass neighbors, who got mad at the fact that either my van or my guy's car was parked in front of their house. But like the police told me a couple of different times, this is public parking. That's what they told me that's what they told me the second time that I had to deal with the police over parking. The first time that I had to deal with the police over the parking, I haven't even shared that video with anybody other than channel members here. One of my neighbors, this motherfucker put a brick on the hood of my truck because I parked in front of his house. I about beat that dude's ass out in the street over that shit. I had to call the police the next day to tell them to get the brick off of my hood. So the police come and they're like, and I told them as soon as they got there, I said, look, I understand that this is a very trivial, childish matter that I'm calling you about, but I just need a police report, okay? Because let me tell you something. I ever come outside again and I see anything on the hood of my car, I'm gonna go fuck this dude up right here. And I just need you to know that. I'm kind of dry snitching on myself, right? But to be honest, I was trying to prevent myself from doing something that I would later regret. Could you imagine that shit, though? Dude put a brick on the hood of my truck. There's a video, if you're a channel member, there's a video. Okay? So, since I'm not sharing the video, I'll just tell you the story. I come home one evening from being on a painting job. There ain't nowhere to park. In front of my house is tied up. Everybody's parked there. There's only one spot that I can park at, and it's in front of a neighbor's house that I've never really had any dealings with. Okay, but I've only dealt with this guy one time in the past, and when I had a dealing with him, it was a very respectable interaction. I had this tractor. He had a mountain of dirt in front of his house, and he was using a wheelbarrow to move this mountain of dirt. So I come over on the tractor, straight flex. Hey, you need a hand? I got this front end loader right here. You know how you shake the front end loader to get the last of the dirt out? You need a hand moving the dirt? Dude says, nah, I'm good. I got it. I'm a muscle block this shit. I said, all right, you an idiot, but all right. That's not what I said, but, that's what I was thinking. And Frompy, yeah, it didn't work, man. I appreciate it, though. The only interaction I ever had with this neighbor, I was trying to do the right thing. Swedish says Kamala 2024. I don't even think she's gonna be the Democratic nominee. I mean, the Democrat. She ain't even gonna be on the elect. Man, the shit's going crazy. But good for her and good for you. If you're in Sweden, come over here and vote for us. You're gonna need some help with that election. You got me out of my square with that one. So, anyways, only interaction I had with this neighbor was me offering some help to the guy. Now, that was 3 years ago when I first moved in here. Fast forward over the course of time, I've heard stories and I've seen things. Like this guy has a real shit attitude with other neighbors from time to time. I've seen him arguing in the street with, some of the women neighbors. The dude's a piece of shit, to be honest. And anyways, this was the only place that I could park was in front of his house. Now, this dude, he's got a wife and he's got kids and, all of that. He's probably a respectable person in the community outside of the fact that he's an asshole. He must be, right? I parked the truck in front of his house. I ain't thinking nothing of it, but I do get like this fleeting thought like, maybe dude is kind of a little unhinged. But I don't think nothing else of it, okay? I ain't doing no harm. It's public parking, whatever. Street parking. Ain't nobody got no assigned parking out here. And, damn, even Scarface Taco saying Trump 2024. I saw Whoa Vicky talking about Trump 2024. Like, shit's just wild, man. We living in a wild time, man. Wild ass time. But anyways, later on that evening, that was probably around like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening when I parked the truck there. Well, around like 6:37, I go back out to the truck, not to check on it. I needed my phone charger. It was in the truck. So I go out to the truck. I open the door. I grab the phone charger. But as I open the door, I look on the hood and I see something. I can't even register what I'm seeing. The shit's crazy to me, right? I wonder if I got a picture of it here. I might too. Damn, I don't want to lose any of that. Damn, I got a lot of shit to talk about. And thank God I started this stream early. But shout out to everybody taking the time to rock with me, man. Hey, yo, my life's a book. It's always, always something going on. Tell me I still got that picture. Damn it. Where would I find it at? Oh, this will be a rabbit hole that'll never pan out. I know I've never emptied this drive, so it's got to be in here. And I know that it was on here at one point in time, right? Recent. There's all that. That's not that. Come on, man. Do me a solid, computer. Help me out one time. Help me out one time. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because if I can't find it, I'm just... Okay. Just a little bit further. All right, anyway, sorry about that. I just killed the whole vibe right there of this story. Let me hurry up and get back into this. I go back out to the truck to grab the phone charger. I'm looking on the hood of the truck. Just looking. Anyways, I see this freaking brick sitting on the hood of my truck. It's not even a brick. It's a goddamn paver, okay? One of them decorative bricks. And I'm like, yo, what is that? There's a brick on the hood of my truck. So the first thought that goes through my mind is trolls, okay? Maybe a troll came by, did this shit. Joe's a paranoid, delusional maniac, okay? They're going to be in the Reddit right now talking about, Joe thought it was us. Maybe it was. But that goes out of my mind immediately, right? Because at this point when this took place, shit was died down. Like there was no beef between me and the trolls. Maybe that's been revitalized at this point. Who the hell knows? I immediately know that it was this dude that I'm parked in front of the house of who did this shit. So I go knock on the door and I don't even feel good about this because I know he got a wife. I know they got kids. I know they got a baby in there. They had a baby shortly after my son was born. I go knocking on the door. The wife answers the door, and I'm just as polite as I can be. I said, ma'am, do you know anything about this brick on the hood of my truck? That's the first thing that I said. She says, oh, no, I don't know anything about a brick on the hood of your truck. I said, look, I know that you probably don't want my truck parked here. I said, I would have parked it in front of my house, but there was no parking. I said, but there is a brick on the hood of my truck. I said, is your husband home? She says, no, he's not home right now. But when he did come home earlier, this is what she said to me. She says, when he did come home earlier, he was, her words exactly, visibly upset that this truck was parked in front of our house. I said, bitch, where's your husband at? Straight up, where's he at? Well, he's not here right now, and I don't know when he's going to be coming home. I said, you tell him when he comes home that I want to talk to him. And forgive me, I did not say bitch, okay? I just said, ma'am, when your husband comes home, let him know the neighbor want to have a conversation with him. So now I'm seething. I go back, I'm like running my cameras. Of course, I don't got the camera footage. But while I'm going through the camera footage, I see him come home. And he's got 2 of his kids in tow. So here I go walking over nicely, okay, because I ain't trying to hold court in the street with your kids right there. But I said, excuse me, sir, could I talk to you? He says, yeah. And, I walk over. The kids continue to walk into the house. I said, And by this point, the brick is still on my hood. I have not moved this. I said, hey, man, do you know anything about this brick on the hood of my truck? And he's looking at me kind of crazy, and he doesn't say anything at first. He says, no, I don't know anything about the brick. I said, well, I just want to say this, okay? I said, I don't know if you did this or not. I said, but I did go ask your wife. I threw her right under the bus. I said, I did go ask your wife if she knew anything about the brick, and she said that you were visibly upset about the truck being parked in front of your house, and now all of a sudden there's a brick on my hood. Can you see how this is, probably not a good look? I know it's a lot of circumstantial evidence. I know in his mind, he's thinking to himself, he's about to go whoop her ass. Okay, he about to go beat the shit out of her as soon as this shit over with. And I feel bad about that, right? I shouldn't be laughing, but he probably did. He's a psycho. So we continue to have a conversation. I said, look, man, I'm going to let you know like this, okay? This is a very expensive truck. I said, this is an $80,000 truck. There's a brick on the hood of it. Your wife said you was mad. Nobody else is going to do this. So I said, if I find out you did this, and I got this on my camera, and now he knows that I don't know for real. So as soon as he finds out that I don't know for real, he starts getting loud with me. Now, mind you, I need you to know that I was not being loud with this dude. I wasn't trying to make a scene, okay? Because the loudest guy is always the weakest, right? I know that. Navy SEAL training. I saved a rabbit earlier today. If you missed that, you need to catch that part of this too. Anyways, as soon as he hears that information that I don't know for certain that it was him, he just starts getting spasmodic with me, right? He was like, oh, so you're sitting out here accusing me. You're making a lot of wild accusations. I mean, dude's getting loud. Wild accusations. And then this guy, I got to try to protect the monetization status of this stream at this point. I got to try. It's probably smoked, but whatever. This guy going to have the nerve to say to me, well, where were you at? Where were you when my car windows got smashed out and my car got stolen? I said, dude, I don't even know you. I said, and I damn sure don't know nothing about that. What you saying? I did that? He said, I went and put notes on everybody's door. And you're saying you got cameras in front of your house and you didn't say nothing. He's almost crying about this shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, why am I not filming this? I mean, this is gold. Happening right out here in front of my damn street. My neighbors are sitting outside watching. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to ask you about this brick that you put on the hood of my car. Because now I'm just telling him that he did it. He's like, I didn't put the brick on the hood of your car. You're making a lot of wild accusations. He says, and just go ahead and move it. That's what he keeps telling me. Just go ahead and take it off. I said, no, I ain't taking it off. I said, bitch, you take it off. You're the one that put it there. So this conversation carries on for a couple more minutes. It doesn't go anywhere, okay? I'm trying my damnedest to not whoop this dude's ass right in the street because all I'm thinking, I just need to go get the video footage, right? I said, dude, I'm going back. I'm going to get me my video footage, and then come back. I'm going to deal with you. But of course I go back. I don't have the video footage. What I do have is some very grainy footage, okay? Because the car is parked like 3 houses away from mine across the street. So I've got the truck, but I've got to zoom the footage in, which makes it even more pixelated. What I do have is a timeline, right? I've got this timeline from like one point in time, I think it was like around like six something, where his car is parked directly in front of my truck. I would know that because my wife, she was looking at the footage with me too. She was like, look, that's his car right there. And then shortly thereafter, maybe at like 6:30 or 6:45, his car is gone, and you can kind of make out, not very well. I like to believe that you can make out the brick on the hood of the car. I don't have him physically putting the brick on the hood of the car. So there's not shit I could do about this. But let me tell you, dude was shooken up. He was shooketh behind this whole situation. Because after we got done having our little powwow in the street, I go back, I'm going through the footage on my phone, and I'm sitting in my window in the front of my house, going through the footage on my phone, looking over at his house to see what he's going to, because dude's crazy. I don't know if he's going to come back with a gun. He might try to kill me. Like, this is the type of times we live in. But I'm watching him, and I'm going through the camera footage, and then I just noticed that he comes outside, he's smoking a cigarette. Have you ever seen that meme? I shit you not. This is exactly what this dude looks like. Have you ever seen that meme of Ben Affleck standing outside smoking the cigarette? It's like a scene from a movie, and he looks all distressed and stressed out. That is exactly what this situation looked like. That's exactly what the dude kind of looks like. He looks like a broke down Ben Affleck kind of dude. And so that was the end of it. The brick stayed on the hood of my truck the entire night. The truck stayed in front of his house the entire night. Next morning, I call the police. That's the smartest move that I can make. I need a police report. Because if this situation goes anywhere else from here, I need it to be documented that he started it. Straight up, he started it. This sounds so freaking childish, right? A Redskin Chris, shout out to you, brother. First 48, Joe. Yeah, man. That's what it was feeling like out there, man. I was trying to do an investigation, and the fucking, the bodega little surveillance camera just wasn't picking up shit, unfortunately. I share that story with you because that was the first incident that I dealt with the police from. So when I call the police, they come out there. They move the brick. They ask me if there's any scratches on the hood. I'm like, nah, there ain't no scratches. So, you know, whatever. I said, but, and they told me, they were like, listen, I need you to know that this is city street parking. It's public parking. You can park anywhere you want. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I know that. I said, but these neighbors out here, they act like, you know, they own the streets. So the second encounter that I had with the police where they told me about the city public parking was when they were here 10 days ago giving me my first parking ticket. It's a public street. You know, we can do whatever we want to do, whatever. So, yeah, man, wild ass story right there, man. Just wanted to share that shit with you. So, let me say this as well. I am in no form or fashion doing good right this second. I'm down bad. I owe the city $5,500 just to make my truck tags legit. And, they won't do a payment plan with me, so I guess I'm just going to keep getting parking tickets. Do y'all remember when, maybe you were rocking with the After Prison Show, when I paid off my court fines? I owed $7,000, $8,000 left on 14 grand. Came home from prison owing about 14 grand. I started busting that shit down. The last payment that I owed was about a little bit more than $7,000, almost $8,000. And I took that to them in all cash. You may remember that I did something like that. Well, I want to do the same thing again this time. Since I can't set up a payment plan, but the only way that I'm going to be able to pay this shit is by making payments and trying to do so in chunk payments, we're going to kill a couple of birds with one stone here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to film all of this. Okay, I've been watching all those audit TV channels. You can walk up in City Hall and film anything you want. Matter of fact, as I was walking out, I was filming everything. And the little security guy, he wasn't saying shit to me. I mean, he was cool. So I'm going to definitely film everything that I'm getting ready to do in regards to trying to rectify and make this situation right. I got to pay it. You know, the other option I thought about was just sell the truck, take the loss, and just Uber everywhere. Joe don't even got a car no more. Joe got a bike. Damn, Joe down bad. Joe used to have a Tesla. And I thought I was the shit with that basic Model 3, that standard range Model 3. You know, basically an electric Toyota Camry, basically. You know, I went from a Tesla to a bicycle to beating my feet, not my meat. I thought to myself, I was like, yo, think of the video right there. Joe, you know, at one point in time, possibly the greatest prison YouTuber, prison genre creator. No disrespect to Fresh Out, but you know, I was popping. The fall from grace, the behind the music to this would be insanity, right? Goes from a Tesla Model 3 to a freaking tricycle. Joe out here riding a moped. I thought to myself, I was like, shit, man. Hey, people gonna watch that shit. Joe pulling up like freaking Dumb and Dumber on the moped. But here's the crazy thing about it. I couldn't even register that damn thing because I owe this city so much money. So again, getting back to the point, I will get the situation squared away. I will film it every step of the way. And you better know that when I bring them that first payment, that shit gonna be all in ones. I thought about doing it in wheelbarrows of pennies. Those videos tend to go viral. But nah, man, we're going to do it all in $1 bills. So I hope that I can make them a decent little $1,000 first payment. I'm going to get $1,000 in ones. It's going to look like, boy, we rack city up in here. And I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be like, I'd like to make a payment. I know you already told me I can't do a payment plan, but damn it. Here's at least almost a fifth of what I owe you. In $1 bills. Count that shit, bitch. Count it. Count it again. You got a money counter back there? Boy, y'all making money in here, man. Where does this money go to? I just got to know, where does personal property tax go to? Like, we got a freaking casino doing $22 million a month, and we got the highest personal property tax. You got Virginia Beach, the resort city of Virginia. Their personal property tax only 4 or 5%. Oh, P-Town, Pistol City, that shit is 7%. Oh, boy. But anyways, enough about all of that. So, yeah, I didn't think I was going to spend an hour telling that story right there, but such is life, and we did. I made a big mistake, so I titled this thing accordingly. Yesterday's title of the Bobo, the live stream, was, you know, we need to help Wade Wilson. We need to help Wade Wilson. We need to come together collectively and do so. I lost like 1,000 subscribers because of that video. Wildest shit in the world. People were like, Joe, you're insane. Help him? It was a joke. Second mistake that I made, not paying the city what they want. It's pretty much extortion. And you know, Joe ain't never really been one to be extorted. But here I am. There's a first for everything. Mr. Doodle says, Joe, can I borrow $5? Did you miss the entire point about the fact that we've got a donation goal right here? Only 22 more hours to reach that. And the fact that I need to pay the city $5,000. And here's the other crazy kicker to it. I'm going to sound like such a douchebag saying this shit. I certainly sounded like quite the douchebag because, again, you got to understand when I'm having this conversation with this lady and it's going nowhere, and I'm talking to the deputy city treasurer at this point, and she's being, you know, not very pleasant. I'm asking her, you know, what would you do if you were me? And she's telling me, I ain't you. I pay my taxes. And I'm like, whew. I mean, like, what do I do? Do I go try to get a lawyer? Like, how do I even afford that? She said, a lawyer ain't going to help you. You still got to pay the shit. And I'm like, damn, lady, well, listen, let me tell you something. Bitch, you better go watch you some After Prison Show and some Joe Does stuff on YouTube because I'm about to smoke your dumb ass. Every chance I get. You're going to be the fucking thumbnail when I come in here with these pennies rolled up. Count that shit. You got a coin counter back there. Talking about I ain't you. You're going to make me feel, Hey, she was frying me up in there, man. And I couldn't do nothing but eat that shit, man. By the time I left, man, I was ready to Karen out in that money. God, I was ready to Karen out in there, man. But I didn't have a leg to stand on. All I could think about was all the frickin', the PPE loans and the stimulus checks and the toll relief and the countless freaking programs that they got that I ain't never gotten a fucking red cent from. And here I am, down bad, and there ain't shit for you. Sometimes in life, man, you just got to eat that shit. You got to eat that mud pie and just come back and smile. And boy, will I ever, man. Steve says, can we see the unsub numbers from yesterday's Bobo? I want to see how many people are missing out on the quality content. I'm lying when I said 1,000. It was only like 60. But it was a substantial little drop right there. Shout out to you, Steve. Appreciate the support right there. Eric, what's going on? Would you bring them 1,000 in ramen and Lucy's? I'm telling you, man, I am about to become a pest in City Hall. I'm going to be one of them people at every town hall meeting talking about, nah, I ain't going for it. Nah, what are y'all doing with my personal property tax? Where's that money going? Shit. I'm about to be on the picket line out this joint, man. I'm just trying to think, like, how far can I push the envelope before they're taking me out of there in handcuffs? Obviously, I wouldn't go in there on no, threatening, intimidating, super disrespectful shit. But for the love of God, man, she was borderline herself up in there. Dana, what's going on? Appreciate that right there. All this going to them personal property taxes. You better bet it. The watch says Easy Pass. Yeah, they smoke me all the time, man. They actually have toll relief for Easy Pass. I don't get that. I probably could at this point, though. Relock says you can't go register your truck in a different city or state. Somebody else had mentioned that as well. I definitely can't do it in a different state. I mean, a different city. And I don't know that I could do it in a different state. That's tied to the DMV. I've heard that there are states that don't do personal property tax or inspection stickers. I know North Carolina doesn't. And I'm screwed on it. I got to pay it or just get rid of the truck and never have another vehicle again. Or at least for a very long time. I got way more pressing matters than this shit. But unfortunately, this is what I've got to deal with right this second because, there's no good outcome here. So I've also thought about this as well. I could be pulled over driving my truck because I'm driving with bad tags. But the funny thing about it is I ain't never been pulled over for it, and I've had the state police behind me. Now, that's not to say that what I'm doing is right, but I always thought to myself that if I did get pulled over for the bad tags, like, what would I say? And I would probably just, concoct a lie and say, hey, look, I'm in the process of trying to get it squared away right now, whatever. But damn if that ain't the freaking truth right now. So imagine if I'm driving the truck, that ticket probably becomes a little bit more severe than just a parking ticket. But I would love to, have that debate with an officer saying, hey, look, you're right. My tags are expired. Here's how much money it's going to cost me to get my tags right. And I just can't pay it. Hit him with the old, the anime eyes. Gosh, white girl that shit a little bit. Yeah, man, I'm just screwed all the way around the board. I wonder if I could go back to prison for this shit. Could you imagine? Hey, what you locked up for, Joe? Damn, Joe, for real you locked up? Oh, I know you had to do some wild ass shit. You had to crash out for real. Locked up for not paying city taxes. How fucking crazy, right? On a truck. That's it. And they towing it. Yeah, that's true too. They probably are towing it. I have thought to myself, what happens? Oh shit. Boy, the camera done over. Damn, look at that thumbnail right there, boy. Hey, Joe needs some help for reals. Let's make that the thumbnail. Damn, my camera just died. Can I get the other one going? Bear with me. I'm getting it fixed right now, man. Getting it fixed right now. Don't leave out on me. Y'all ain't even seeing it yet. We got a little bit of a delay, so it'll be a minute before you realize that the camera's dead. Wonder how long that'll be. All right, let's go ahead and try to fix that right here. That's what I feel like right there is that picture. That's the picture. Oh. I do have another battery, but the problem is it didn't even tell me that the battery died this time. It told me that joint overheated. And I ain't even got the AC on up in the shed. Got a battery, though. I just don't know if it'll work. You know what? I am going to try to change it. Pardon me, folks. We're going to take a little intermission. Skylar says, so your tag is $5,000 a year. My personal property tax on my truck is $1,200 a year. But you got to keep in mind that I've had a few different vehicles as well. There was a box truck, my van, my wife's car is not a part of this. She's got that in her name. And then I had another SUV. I had a Hyundai Santa Fe after the Tesla, I think. Yeah. Went from the Tesla to the Hyundai Santa Fe. Hyundai Santa Fe was brand new. That was a 2022 vehicle that I had. That personal property tax was like $1,500 or $1,700 a year. That was crazy. Marie says no respect. Yeah. Damn, is the camera smoking? What's going on over here? Make sure Joe don't look too crazy. Ugh. Bitch, you ain't even hot for real. Oh, yeah, you are. You are a little hot. You a little warm. Ooh, you a little warm. I don't even know why I'm changing the battery. That ain't gonna... Joe, you don't listen, do you? The camera said it wasn't... Oh, I get it now. Damn, the whole time I was doing the stream, I was seeing this little thing displaying on the camera. I thought it was just the battery. Nah, that was the temperature of the camera. So we should be back right here. Oh, nope, we're not back. If we go ahead and watch how I can fix this. Cody, Joe done learned everything. Look at that. Boom. I'm nice with it. JC says, can you scream, "This is America"? Nah, I ain't going to do no screaming, "This is America." Have me looking like Al-Qaeda out this bitch. No sirree, Bob. But I appreciate it, though. It's going toward the big Help Me fund right there. All right, hey, Grub Mud, what's going on with your brother, man? I wish I was getting your type of views, man. You're fucking doing it, brother. Shout out to you, man. But I got my own way, too, man. You're out there helping people, and, good on you for doing that, man. You should be doing that. I can't even help myself right now, so... How crazy would that be, though, Grub Mud? You're out there picking up homeless people to go pour concrete who are holding a sign up. What if one of those people that you picked up was me? Shit. Hey, man, there's the collaboration of a century right there. Joe down bad for real. Danny, what's going on with you? Steve, shout out to you again. Mark, what's going on with you, brother? Appreciate you being up in here. Danny Patterson. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Jake says, Pistol Starter Joe up in City Hall. That's not a good combination right there, man. Let's, Joe's not going to crash out on some postal type of stuff, but you never know, man. I'm going to go up in there. I got to do this, okay? This is going to be the comeback that was needed. I know there's people who probably are enjoying seeing this struggle that I'm dealing with right now, but I know also that there's probably people who are not. But because it is the current state of affairs in my life, I got to do this to the What if I go up in that joint dressed like a prisoner, shackled up? Now I'm getting arrested. I'm getting held for the day. We got to make sure you're not really a prisoner. You're causing a disruption. They got to clear out City Hall. Hey, it was just a prank. Here I am doing another live stream. I made a large mistake. Well, that was a bad idea. That didn't go over the way that I thought that it would. Dale, man, what's going on? Brother Thad, shout out to you. Joe, you got to pay sales tax on a vehicle when you buy it, and you got to pay personal property tax every year. Yes, that's correct. So here's the crazy thing. I ain't got to pay this shit. All I got to do is just go sell the truck. Fuck, it just came to me. Yo, it literally just came to me. I can get away for at least another month. Hear me out. Here's the wildest shit. So you might wonder to yourself how I ended up so far behind and owing $5,500. Well, part of it was not paying for 3 years. I haven't paid personal property tax in the 3 years that I've lived in this city. But the other part is because of buying and selling vehicles. Now, here's the wild shit. I can owe these people $1 bazillion. All I got to do is go sell the truck, get out of the truck some kind of a way, and get another vehicle. Now, I can't afford any type of a vehicle, and I'm not going to get even remotely close to breaking even on the truck if I tried to sell it to a dealership. But let's just say hypothetically I could. If I had it to where I could sell the truck, break even on that, and then go buy me a hoopty off of the same lot for $1,000 and finance it or whatever, because, whatever. They would not be able to give me permanent tags because of the fact that I owe personal property tax. But what they would do, and they've done it before, is they'll give me 30-day tags. And see, a lot of these little bootleg car dealerships, all you got to do is just keep taking the car up there every 30 days, and they'll just keep running your 30-day tags. I've thought about that too. I've thought about, just trying to get the 30-day tags for the damn vehicle. I wonder if I refinance the truck, if I could do it some kind of a way, because it's almost like I'm buying the truck again. Quick Draw McGraw says, Joe, why did you buy a 2500 though? Seriously. I wish I was faster at this. So the only way that I'm going to be able to do this, I'm going to go here. Creator music. What's the name of it? The name of it is Court. Joe is I've had to become my own Cody. Here we go. You ready? What were you just asking me about? Why did I buy the 2500 though? Seriously? Seriously? Quick Draw McGraw? Because you see, there was a point in my time when I was actually doing pretty good. In fact, I was probably thinking I was doing better than I actually was. But that's Joe's life after all. Delusional. And to be honest with you, Quick Draw McGraw, that 2500, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. That was my dream. That was my dream truck, man. That was my dream truck. So look, it didn't go as well as I wanted it to. Short of it is, that was my dream truck. I had just got done with flip number 4, and, I had me decent money on hand, that's for sure. That money would go away pretty quickly, though. But anyways, I had decent money on hand. So there was another truck all blacked out F-250 6.7 liter turbo diesel. Was it a turbo diesel? No, it was a 6.7 liter what's it called? Power Stroke? Yeah, man, all blacked out, lifted black rims. This joint was at the Porsche dealership, okay? I called them. I wanted that truck. God, I wanted that truck bad. That joint was $90,000. Long story short, I didn't end up getting that truck. Couldn't get that truck. They ended up selling that truck, and I went and found me another one because at that point in time, you wasn't going to give me the truck. I was riding around in the Dodge Ram. I ended up giving the Dodge Ram away to a painter who ended up trying to sabotage me all over the internet, crazy enough. Gave a guy a $15,000 truck, and he tried to destroy my life. Story of mine, to be honest. But anyways, yeah, it was my dream truck. Quick Draw McGraw says, I regularly tow close to 10,000 pounds and do it with a 1500. I'm not opposed to the 1500s at all. You know, I don't tow shit though. I got me a parking lot princess is what it is. You know, that's all that joint was. Relock says, put the truck in your wife's name. I'm done. I'm done doing any kind of like, you know, I just need to get the situation right. And that's the last thing that I want to do is go put this damn disaster in her name of a situation. So we will get it right. And the short of it is when I do so, it's going to be in payments. And what if I went to the city every day with $5 and I made a video about it? Okay, $5 a day, we owe $5,500. How long is it going to take me to pay that off? And here's the funny thing. They said you can make a payment today, but there's still going to be interest. $5 a day. Let's just use 5,000 because Joe's math is horrible. Here we go. It would take me what? It would take me 5,000 days to pay that shit off. And that's 7 days a week. Freda said Bo tried to sabotage you. Wow. Girl. Yeah. Yeah, he did. Joe, shout out to you. My Silverado 1500 can tow like 9K, but I ain't towing shit. Shout out to you, man. I'm not towing nothing neither. My Dodge Ram towed a skid steer behind it, a small one, the little Bobcat, and it struggled like a bitch with that. I don't even want to know what that was. Yeah, man. It could take me 1,000 days. That's 1,000 days worth of content right there. Just go make a short every time going up in there. Here's my $5 for the day. Don't beat me up. That's not even there got to be something I can do about this. I'm about to contact the news and just get them involved. Like, see my plight, okay? Yeah, I fucked up. There's not like we don't need to keep beating the issue of, well, you should have just paid it. What's done is done. I didn't though. So now what? Does it destroy your entire freaking life? Because I guess it could. A parking ticket every single day. What's 25 times 365? What's that add up to? Hey, that's more expensive than short-term parking at the airport. $25 a day. That shit add up, man. Oh, shit. I said that in the chat already about the skid steer. Oh, shit. I didn't even see it, Grub Mud. I missed it, man. Hope all has been going well with you, brother. Because shit ain't going well with me right now, man. All right. I got more shit to bounce around to, man, and I don't got a lot of time. But let me tell you where I really wanted to go today. I'm going to pull up the old chatteroo. Shout out to everybody taking the time to rock with me on this. Here we go right here. Oh, I forgot I put a video up today too. Thank God I did that. I need all the content I can at this point. There's the live stream. You know, Joe could just crash out for real and just start doing NPCing on TikTok. If y'all ever see me over there doing that shit, corn, so good. A rose, thank you. If you ever see me doing that, hey, just walk on by, all right? Like, don't call me out. Times are tough, and the crazy thing is that some of these people, why is the chat not here? There it is. The craziest thing about it is some of the people who are doing that seem to be people who have experimented with social media thinking that was going to be it for them. Maybe it didn't work because the people in their comments section are like, yo, I can't believe you've resorted to this now. Wow. Could you imagine somebody of my stature NPCing? Shit would be crazy. Yeah, so tomorrow the game plan is go to the dealership, make a video about that. David says, bet against New England. Shout out to you, brother, for being up in here. Bet against New England, easy money. Oh, look, there's the little temperature gauge on the camera again. Well, that was up there for a long time, the last time before it overheated. Shit. I missed the comment. Sorry. All right, let's go to what I really wanted to go to, and I am ready. You know, another mistake that I made in my life was getting out of real estate and getting into apartment painting. Man, I could spend a whole 2 hours telling you about all the wild shit going on in that world right now. But we'll save that for Joe Does Stuff. Definitely check out that channel for more on that. But one of the things that I regret was getting out of houses. Gosh almighty, I miss it so much. Hooter rocks. Get yourself a 3-piece at Royal Farms when the stream is done. I appreciate it, brother, because let me tell you what I ate for lunch today. I ate me 3 slices of raw dog turkey meat. I was going to eat me a can of beans on this live stream just to show you how real it is. That was all I ate today. So Joe going to lose weight whether I want to or not. I can't even afford to eat. I gotta pay taxes. Hey, boy, Joe about to be an American patriot in real time on social media. Forget prison YouTube. I'm about to come back as a martyr. Shit. Yeah, man. Hey. Thomas, what's going on, man? Shout out to you being up in here. I see that you message me all the time, but I'll be honest with you, man. I got nothing. I'm down bad, man. I failed at life. Eric, shout out to you. Ice cream. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, man, I'll dance for that. Dana, shout out to you. The shenanigans are getting out of control, Joe. What is that? Laughy face and the courtroom, the scales of justice right there. Jesus Christ. Is that what that is? Danny says, check out my super chat. Damn, I missed it. I must have. Oh, you know what? I can find it right here. There it is right there. Danny says, protein, no need to fast, no bread, rice, or carbs. I like personally fasting, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you do it enough, I'm doing it for 16 hours a day, but the rumor is that if you fast every single day, you can eat whatever the frick you want in the between time. Now, obviously, if you eat bad, you're not going to lose the weight that you would if you ate right. But I'm not ready to give up the sweets just yet. I'm running every single day, 2 miles a day, and I'm fasting for 16 hours a day, and I'm not smoking cigarettes. But I like me a couple of little Debbie cakes, okay? I'm not going to lie. Those are my drop, man. Jay Metal, what's going on? Thanks for the laughs, Joe. I definitely needed that. Keep your head up. Always, man. I'm laughing on the outside with you guys and trying to give you guys some laughs. And just know that on the inside, I am balled up in the fetal position, man. Scared for my life. But, I just pray that at some point my life improves some kind of a way. Something works out because right now it doesn't seem like anything is. But something will. And we can all look back on this and laugh like, whoo, got out of that ditch that they left me for dead in. Meaning the city and, things like that. Hey, appreciate the cheeseburger right there, Steve. Cheeseburger. So good. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to crash out doing NPCing, but I'm going to cry over every donation. Holy shit. Ice cream. So good. So good. I can't believe I got to do this shit. Dance, boy. Shit. Danny says, it makes your body store fat, protein, and vegetables. I'm going to get to that point. I will get to eating better. Aaron got a whole bunch of cakes and lollipops and yeah, man. Benjamin says, nah, man, this is not cool. Well, sometimes life is not. But I miss I miss when I was doing the houses. And I want to go to this right here real quick. So when I was flipping houses, there's a guy in my local area. I used to do reaction videos to the houses that he would list because they had the way to do it. And I used to not really like it or think that what they did was right. But what they do is they basically sell fixer-uppers for the fixer-upper price, and then they owner finance it to you. This guy made the news for being a slumlord. Well, he's still doing it. He's still crushing the game and whatever with that. But this guy gets his hands on so many freaking houses that I want to reach out to him and just see if I can work with him in any regard. He doesn't flip houses. He doesn't renovate them. He sells them as is. Owner finance, down payment, high monthly payment. 30 years you're going to pay this shit. Miss one payment, we're taking the shit back. But yo, let me just come make some videos of the properties that you get, because you get absolute, who the frick? Yo, man. You ain't even have to. Hey, boy. Damn, that's wild. Hey, Kool-Aid Tanner. Man. That was wild right there, brother. Joe, you the man. None of the non-originals got shit on you. You're the prison YouTube OG, and we fucking love you. Keep on trucking. Yo, man. I don't even know what to say to that. You know, forget everything else that I was just talking about. Jesus Christ, man. Damn. Hey, I'm going to take that right there, and tomorrow that's going to be my first payment to the city. I swear. That's going to be the first payment that I take to the city, and I'm going to make a video about it. Mark my words. So follow me on Joe Does Stuff, because you're going to see that right there, and I'm going to be shouting you out the whole time. About to get this shit right. I'm also including my email right here. That's what I'm typing. And Kool-Aid Tanner, hey, send me an email, please. I would love to personally thank you for that. That was unbelievable. There's so many people who show so much love on these live streams. I want to be able to do something for everybody. I swear to God, I want to be able to do something. And if you leave a donation, man, definitely message me. I don't care if it's $1. Message me, man. I'd like to just personally thank you for that shit. Tyler, very special shout out to you right there. And Veteran Vapor, I don't want yours to get lost neither. Ice cream, yum, yum, ice cream. Oh, Jesus, man. That's freaking crazy. For the truck taxes, don't give up. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. You know what I'm going to do? Kool-Aid Tanner, and I'm going to ask you because you left that donation there. What if I go and make this first payment to the city? It's going to be that payment right there. And I'm going to say, ice cream, yum, yum. What if I NPC a little bit for them? Ooh, city personal property tax. Yeah, I'll make up my own. Danny asks, how much does YouTube take of the super chats? I don't think that they take much. I think that they take, 10% maybe. They don't take much of that. But I could be wrong. I don't necessarily know. But I feel like it's only like 10%. Grubmud said they take 50%. There's no way. They're not taking, no, absolutely not. Grubmud, that's bad information right there. I'm going to look it up right now. How much does YouTube take from Super Chat? Ain't no God blessed way. Oh, okay. Boy, it said 70%. I was about to be like, Grub Mud shit. Follow me over on TikTok because that's where I'm about to take this live stream. 70% is what the creator gets. YouTube takes 30%. Creators currently get 70% of the revenue sent via Super Chat. Well, geez, they might as well be taking freaking 50%. 30%. Boy, that shit. Wow, man. God bless you, YouTube. Let me get something. I'm doing all the work here. Shit. Hey, man, that's crazy as a bitch, man. Kool-Aid Tanner, man, I owe you. Let me know how I can repay you. You know, one thing that I've thought about, and this is totally off subject, well, I guess it's kind of, was doing cameos, right? Like if I could do something specific for anybody. If I could do something for you, if there's a video you'd like to see me make, if there's somebody you'd like to see me go crash out on, send me an email, man. Let me know how I can repay you for that, man, because that is priceless right there. And that is going to help in a big old way when it comes to them damn taxes. Steve says still better than Twitch. David, brother, appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. To everybody, oh my God, what did I just do? I just hit a button wildly, man. Holy shit, why was it doing that? Red Eye says this was a great stream. So what's crazy is before I did this stream, I was very nervous about this, like this was going to crash and burn. Okay, yesterday's live stream was certainly titled the wrong thing. Was just trying to be funny, saying, oh God, Wade Wilson needs our help. I'm reacting to a video that I don't even, or a phone call that I don't even realize is from 5 years ago till midstream. And the way that the video was titled about the phone call was talking about Wade Wilson wants to GoFundMe for commissary. I was thinking, camera overheated again. Camera overheated again. I was thinking that, that was a recent phone call. Hi, I'm right here. You know, one other mistake that I made was shaving my freaking face. I shaved this down on an 1/8. And that's almost borderline butt ball baby face. And Joe don't wear that well. Joe don't wear that well. Kool-Aid Tanner, hit me up, man. I really hope to hear from you. Relock says video that payment. You better bet that I will. There ain't no doubt about that. Tomorrow I'm going to go make the payment. So whatever that super chat donation is, that's going to be the first payment that I give to these people. Crazy, man. Joe back on Chatterbait. Ooh, ice cream. So good. Yes, with this camera angle. I feel like I'm doing a Skype call, actually. Skype call. Hey, man, appreciate you guys up in here. So because my camera died, I can't do the other camera angles that I had planned for reacting to some silly old houses. There was also a prison news story that I wanted to share with you guys today. I ain't gonna be able to get to that, but I'll tell you a little bit about it because there's some video that accompanies it as well. With these streams here on After Prison Show, and if you were hearing me earlier, I was saying that I also wanted to be live streaming on Joe Does Stuff as well, because over there I can do other non-prison shit. And I feel like over here, that's what I absolutely have to keep it, which is fine. I don't mind that. But anyways, with these live streams, I always want to have like an interesting story to share with you guys. And really right now, currently, the biggest story that I'm seeing, prison related, actually took place in the Congo. Which I believe is a jungle. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure the Congo is a jungle. Not really good with geography. Not even going to attempt to act like I know where that's at. But anyways, man, they just had an attempted prison escape. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This, I think, happened within the last 2 days. And over 100 prisoners were killed trying to escape from this prison in the Congo. So I wanted to share with y'all this video that accompanies all of that. I'm looking at this camera, seeing if I can get ready to turn that thing back on. Because when it overheats, it's kind of like your car's radiator. Just let it cool down for 2 seconds. How hot are you anyway? You ain't even hot for real. Yeah, you back on now. Flashing and acting all crazy. Shit, no, we going back to that. We're going back to that camera. Joe ain't gonna be sitting here looking wild on this chatterbait cam. That shit ain't gonna happen. William, shout out to you, brother. Thank you. What's your Little Debbie flavor? I've got oatmeal cream. I can't even say cream pie with a straight face. I don't know what. I've got the oatmeal cream pies. Those are pretty good. I've got the peanut butter wafer bars. Like those. The cosmic brownies. I don't eat all of these all the time, but I like to indulge. I'll tell you another thing that I got a problem with is mints. Oh, God, I eat a lot of mints. And I know that is not good for you at all. But, yeah, that's my Little Debbie right there. Walter, from one P-Towner to another. Holy shit, man. I hear you on the personal property tax. Gosh almighty, who are you? I'm wondering if you're on the Old Town Committee. Son of a bitch. It's not often that I get neighbors up in here, but shout out to you, Walter. I can't stand this city, and I can't wait to get up out of here. I'll be selling my house soon, just because I need to, and I can't really afford it anymore. And I know my neighbors are going to love that. But from one P-Towner to another, I hear you on those personal property tax. I have a little compact grocery getter, and they still run my pockets for $200 a year. It is insanity what this city charges. Derek, shout out for giving Walter some support right there, man. And shout out to you, Walter. I was just kidding. Some of my neighbors, though, man, they wild out here. Ah, man. All right, anyways, I was telling you guys about the Congo. Budman says large portions of the Congo is heavily forested. It's suspected the prison isn't up in it, though. Yeah. They just had a big old attempted prison escape at the biggest prison in the Congo. Now, I was just reading about this story prior to doing this live stream and watching some video about it, so my information could be a little bit off here. We're going to try to get into it, though. I believe that this prison was only meant to house 1,400 prisoners, and they got 15,000 people in this prison. Now, a month ago, the video that I want to share with you guys comes to us from a month ago, where a journalist was locked up in this prison and had a phone, okay, which is crazy to me. You had a phone in a Congo prison and was actually able to get cell phone footage of what life was like in this prison in the Congo. When that video got released, they went in and they started releasing some people because people in this Congo prison, they've been held in there pre-trial for a year. There was one guy that said that he had been in this prison for 17 years without a trial. Again, that is from a month ago, and just, I think 2 days ago, or maybe a day ago, they had this attempted escape where over 100 prisoners were killed. They were shot up. It's shit wild. I want to show you this video, and this is crazy. Let's get up into this video real quick.
Let's get saucy.
Whoa. Shh. Quiet with the ad. All right. Hey, shout out to the 536 up in here rocking with me, man. I appreciate you guys.
The Democratic Republic of Congo freed at least 420 prisoners from its largest and most overcrowded prison on Saturday. The release came weeks after formerly detained journalist Stanis Bujakera shared images of overcrowding and poor living conditions.
Could you imagine being locked up in here? And they said that they freed over 400 prisoners last Saturday. Mind you, this video is from a month ago, okay? And just 2 days ago or a day ago, they just had this major attempted prison escape. But look at this, man. Look at these conditions. This shit, wild, man. This is where'd they get an office chair at? That's kind of weird to see. You guys probably can't even really see that because I might be in the way of that, but let's keep playing
inside the facility on social media.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, I don't give a damn what prison genre creator you got. Take your biggest, strongest, toughest guy and see if he could do it up in the Congo prison. Because this shit right here, oh, look, he do got a pair of real deal prison shower shoes right there, which is insane to me. Yo. I mean, he got the Bob Barkers on. I'm not really trying to make no jokes about this, but that shit right there has got to be exclusive up in there. You see that right here down in the corner? Ain't nobody else got no shoes on. I mean, this dude looking like some, man, shit.
Sparking a widespread
Oh, there's another shower shoe right there.
outcry. Cell phone footage captured by Bujikera during his time in detention showed emaciated prisoners sleeping on floors of crowded cells and hallways.
You can barely
Jeff
see it.
is an inmate
Ooh.
at Makala prison.
I have been detained here for a year without trial. The conditions are very difficult. The prisoners die every day. The people suffer here like you have no idea. The prisoners eat very badly, and the rations of the prisoners are often diverted by the prison officials.
All right, this is the guy that said that he's been in here for 17 years with no trial. But before we get to him, yo, could you imagine? I mean, being somewhere like this where you literally got to fight to eat. You're going to die in here. There ain't no doubt about it. I don't care, you know. When I tried to make the movie using the stock footage, the Prison Dream, you know, part of that storyline was being locked up in a Colombian third world country's prison. This is legitimately third world country prison time right here. How wild would it be? And the sad thing is, you know, nothing good would come of it except for some entertainment and views. But just imagine, take me. Hey, I'll go. I ain't got shit. Hey, man, I mean, you know, I'd be doing it for my son, but take me and take a couple of us, okay? Put us up in here and see, you know, what we could do. Forget your 60 days in and your locked ins. Man, this is doing some prison time right here. All right, here's dude right here.
Another inmate told Reuters he had been in Makala for 17 years without a trial.
17 years old. They got a baby in the prison. They got a baby in the prison. Men, women, children in this prison. They're going to talk about what the capacity of this place was originally built for. I think it was like 1,400 prisoners, and they've got 15,000 people in there. Redskin Chris says Raphael Rowe went there, I bet. I don't know if he went here, but shout out to Raphael Rowe, UK guy. I had the opportunity to interview him like 5 years ago here on After Prison Show. He was on a TV show called World's Toughest Prisons. You know, maybe he did go here. I'd be interested to see if he went here. I'd like to react to that episode if he did.
Prison was built in 1957
Man, they got a
to
baby in
house
the
about
prison.
1,500 inmates.
Okay, it was built in 1987 to house 1,500 inmates.
It now holds around 15,000, with the vast
15,000 people up in there. Man, forget your overcrowding here. I mean, well, we can't because this is our country and this is where we live at. Yo, this place was built for 1,500 people, and they've got 10 times that amount in there. Is my math correct on that, 10 times? Oh, I thought the camera overheated and died again. It's overheating again. I can see it's doing that.
majority in pre-trial detention, according to prison rights activist Emmanuel Cole.
What we are doing is looking at the extent to which we can drastically reduce the overcrowding, enabling us to...
Forgive me for interrupting right here. Is he talking French? I'm always intrigued by what countries, like the Congo, I personally wouldn't think that they would be talking French. It sounds like that's French.
completely refurbish the prison, while at the same time building another prison.
The release of prisoners is part of the government's efforts to address the overcrowding crisis. However, critics argue that more systemic changes are needed in Congo's judicial system to prevent prolonged pretrial detentions.
Again, I share this video.
The thing about favorites is they're only...
I shared this video with you again because this video was from a month ago. 1 month ago, and it was just 2 days ago where this happened, and I'm going to share this story with you guys. DR Congo jailbreak attempt leaves 129 dead. An attempted jailbreak from DR Congo's largest prison, which I'm guessing is that place that we were just looking at right there, has left at least 129 people dead and led to women being assaulted. Crazy. The Interior Minister said Tuesday the circumstances around the bid to bust out of Makala prison in the capital of Kinshasa, oh my God, man, I can't pronounce that. Whatever the capital of the Congo is, which holds 10 times the number it's meant to house. Yes, this is the same place. In the early hours of Monday remain unclear, so they don't know why people were trying to break out. Well, I'm quite certain it's probably got a lot to do with what we were just watching in that video. On Monday, witnesses told the news that they heard gunfire around 2 a.m. that lasted for several hours in the area of the prison, a popular and residential neighborhood. Democratic Republic of Congo Interior Minister said in a statement released by video on Tuesday, announced a provisional death toll of 129 people. They included 24 who were shot after warnings. At least 59 others had been wounded and were receiving care, he said, adding that many people had been crushed or suffocated and that a number of women had been assaulted. In the early hours of Tuesday morning, gunshots rang out in the neighborhood. They heard gunshots still around 5 a.m. And really, that's about the gist of the information that they got in this. They said the prison was already badly damaged during an attack in 2017 that led to more than 4,000 prisoners escaping, some of them described as dangerous by the police. The Makala prison has a capacity of 1,500 inmates, but it's overcrowded, and rights organizations regularly complain about the conditions of the detention at the jail. It holds 14 to 15,000 prisoners, according to official statistics. The conditions are deplorable. Man, wild ass shit. Holy moly, man. Just got another crazy donation right there. Yo. That was very kind of you as well. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get back to this. Hey, Amazing 3DG. Hey, appreciate that right there, dude. Appreciate it. Go up in there tomorrow and make it rain with $1,000 and $1 bills just like you got off the stripper pole, Joe. Oh, like you just got off the stripper pole, Joe. I'm going to need a cameraman tomorrow. Amazing 3DG, a very special shout out to you. Man, yeah, that's where this is going, man. Kool-Aid Tanner, very special shout out to you as well again. Man, you guys are amazing. And I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to need some help, though. I can't just do this by myself, man. Joe got the show out for real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up in there with this money. This is going to be the first payment. And I'm going to be like, you don't even want to know what I had to do to get this. I should be like disheveled, like shirt torn up, like I just had to jump over some razor wire. Yo. Viral video right there too, man. Here's the first payment. Bung. $1,000 in ones. Count that shit. No, do it. Don't get the money counter. Lick them fingers. That's right. Yeah, man, the crazy damn thing is Joe goes to the Congo. I would do it. Straight up, I would definitely do it. You would want to do it, though, to try to try to help, but how could you help? Other countries, man, they wild, man. Jerry says get rolls of pennies. Yeah, man, we'll make a day of it, and we'll make a vlog of it as well. Sure as shit will. The crazy thing is, you go to the bank to try to get, let's just say I go in there and I try to get $1,000 in ones, okay? They might not have it. They might be like, oh, you got to call that in or something like that. But we're going to try. Damn sure going to try to make it happen with the ones. If they don't got ones, we'll do it with the fives. I'm going to throw the camera right on her, too. Smile. I told you to go watch After Prison Show. We're making an adventure out of this. Then I'm going to ask her politely, too. I'm going to say, where do these personal property tax dollars go? Where do they go? Are they going to the public schools? Because that would be the only thing I would be cool with. And there goes the camera again. Yeah, man, the camera done overheated 3 times on this stream. And this is supposed to be a good camera. I thought about, too, man. No bullshit. Let me tell you the other idea that I had. Okay, but you guys have been blessing me on here, and I greatly appreciate this. Maria, very special shout out to you. Thank you for that. Veteran Vapor, I missed these. Love the show. U.S. prisons ain't shit compared. Man, you ain't lying, man. That Congo shit is real. Marie, again, a very special shout out to you. Walter, again, a special shout out to you. Appreciate you guys being up in here. But the other thing that I was going to do, Grumpy Old Man says $2 bills. $2 bills are actually worth $1,000 right now. If you can get you a $2 bill, I don't know what it's really worth, but I know that them things are worth money. They're exotic. How much is a $2 bill worth? Let's see. Today, a $2 bill is worth, it could be worth up to $20,000 if it's like some kind of a defect or something like that. But I guess a regular $2 bill is just worth $2. Son of a bitch. I thought those things were actually worth something way more than that. Yoga the Bear, what's going on? APS for life. Day 1, Mass 1. Shout out to you. I'm looking at the dead camera. All right, let me tell you. Yeah, Jennifer, you're right about that. YouTube is taking a substantial chunk of this. Oh, damn, Mass 1, I'm sorry to hear about that shit. I saw that you said your channel got sniped. D. Hartgrove says, do it like Big Lance and put your Cash App in the title. Yeah. Jerry says a $2 bill ain't worth but $1.25 right now. That's wild, man. Damn, this thing says we made $1,000 on this. Theory. Holy shit. How much was that damn Kool-Aid Tanner donation for real? Yo, man. Hey, I didn't even realize that was going. I didn't even look at this. I literally just looked at it right here where it said $1,000. And why is the chat acting all crazy? There it goes. But let me tell you what I was going to do. Sorry. I blown away by the generosity. Appreciate you guys, man. I really, really appreciate it. And I will make you proud with the video. Man, listen, man. You done put the battery in Joe's back. I'm going up in there. And, I'm going to make a video. It's going to be here. It's either going to be here or it's going to be on Joe Does Stuff. But it's probably going to be here. It's got to be here. Right? 500 pounds. How much is that, man? That's wild as shit. $650 US? How much is that? Now you got me wondering. It's got to be more than that if we just hit 1,000. I was going to sell everything. No bullshit. This camera that I filmed the live streams on, and it's my Boss Hoss camera, my best camera. That camera right there is worth $2,000 with the lenses. This lens right here is a $1,000 lens. And then the lens that's on it is a $1,000 lens, I think. Maybe one of these lenses is like $500. This is no flex. This is literally, hey, I had to invest in, content. And so I thought about really getting rid of that camera first, which is crazy because I use that camera every single day when I'm doing these live streams. And I thought to myself, I was like, man, if I got to start unloading video equipment, which I don't have a whole hell of a lot. These little cameras are worth a couple $100 right here. I would do it. And then go pay that personal property tax and be like, yo, I just sold everything that I owe. I mean, everything that I own to pay y'all. This is legitimately like The Walking Dead. I'm feeling like Rick Grimes going up against Negan. Bring us everything that you got. We're going to be here every week to collect. I just had to sell everything that I own to pay personal property tax. Man, personal property tax hits different because there's people who don't even know what that shit is. Like, what you mean? Grubmud says cell phones are nice. They are. They are. Budman says Canon Rebel T7. No, I got the M50 right here. I got two of these. And then that camera right there is the Sony A7 IV. That's my boss hoss. And then I've got a G Master lens. One of these is a G Master lens. I think the wide angle is the G Master. That's an expensive lens. Anyways, folks, I got to go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. I want to say a very special shout out to everybody. Thank you guys so much for all the generosity. Look, it's my hope to come into these streams and, turn up for you guys, man. I might not be NPCing just yet, but you never know. You might pop up on the old TikTok live one day and see Joe sitting in a bathtub. No bullshit. I've got a video of a guy, grown man, sitting in a bathtub, NPCing, and man just looking like he just wants to bawl his eyes out. It is the most disturbing shit that I've ever seen, and I just can't stop watching. And I think to myself, and a part of that is because I think it's almost like looking in a mirror, wondering to myself, yo, is this going to be you, Joe? What is Liam going to think of you then? Wow, this shit. Yeah, man. Wild ass shit. Kevin Bonville says $5,000 a year in taxes. Personal property taxes. It's not for 1 year. It's for 3 years because I haven't paid it in 3 years. And it's for multiple vehicles as well. Just to put into perspective, yearly, my truck is $1,200 a year. My van is like between $300 or $400. The box truck was a couple of hundred. My Dodge Ram was almost about $700. But I've had a couple of vehicles that I have not paid that personal property tax on. And yeah, man. Thomas, Joe, come collab with me on flips. I'll pay you. I don't want to send, man. Thomas up in New York, brother. Like I said, man, you've been reaching out to me and my life has just been in shambles. It was so awesome to be able to talk to you when I was flipping houses and, get all that information from you, that insight, that guidance. You are a guy that has been very successful in doing that. And yeah, man, Grub Mud, very successful in concrete, very successful in social media, killing the game. You guys make sure you check out Grub Mud as well. He's been an awesome supporter of After Prison Show since before he even was doing social media. I mean, he had a channel, but man, that dude blew up, man. So definitely check him out. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. I'm doing these live streams every day. And a big reason for that is because I was reading that comment from you, Mass One, talking about 23-1 salute. Shout out to 23-1 as well. But Friday, the new RP prison server is going to be tested. We're testing that. It's done. It's ready. But my guy is just not available until Friday. So Friday, we're testing it. It's potentially, we could be streaming this for the very first time this weekend. I hope that's the case. But I promise you, it will be coming very soon. And YouTube Street, shout out to you. Yeah, man. Shout out to YouTube Street. I see them up in here from time to time as well, too. So shout out to them. But yeah, we're gonna have that new After Prison Show prison gameplay coming. That is gonna be something totally different and something really, really awesome. Cannot wait to share that with you guys. And we're gonna be streaming that a lot. So I've been trying to just study up and familiarize myself with being able to stream every day, because it ain't like filming a video. This is keep it moving and keep it interesting as well. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, man. Extortion. I don't want to call it a tax bill. We'll call it extortion. So there's that. Hey, man. Thank you guys. Appreciate the love and support. I'll be back here tomorrow, and I cannot wait to share more with you guys. And especially, just know, tomorrow I'm going to the city, making this first payment. Very special shout out to everybody who donated on the stream. Kool-Aid Tanner, very special shout out to you. Amazing 3DG, a very special shout out to you as well. And to everybody else also who helped us reach this amount of money that we raised here today. Yo, man, tomorrow, I'm making a video of it. So I can't wait for that. Thank you, guys. I'll talk with you again real soon. And until then, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace. I always want to